Hello, welcome back to Path of Titans. I am USS Camo, and I'm going to be running around with another friend of mine. He's going to be helping me out. Uh, say hello.
Hi.
Nokidoki, the Bible verse of the day is wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart. Wait, I say on the Lord. That is Psalms 27:14. Okay, today we will be doing something quite different than normal. We'll be doing and this is why I should probably have lyrics. Today we will be doing a beginner's guide, somewhat, on how to work Path of Titans out and all that kind of stuff. So, my friend's on his bird right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and get there. Oh wait, hold up, I've got something. Okie dokie. So this is how you would join your friends on. Well, as you see, there's a whole bunch of stuff around you. So multiplayer, single player, all that stuff, and it all connects to different servers. So how you get to joining your friends is you click this little button. I'm on mobile, so this is kind of difficult. Okie dokie. So see those little white icons? You press one of them. That should push you into the same server as they are. Hopefully, I didn't press the wrong icon. It'd be hilarious if I did. Anyway, okay, grabbing my bird and entering in. Okie dokie, I am currently in game, so you can go ahead and. So I'm gonna go ahead and invite him to my thing. So friends. So you're squad high, right?
Yep.
Okie dokie. Send you a friend request if I can. Oh, hold up.
Currently just chilling in Impact Crater. There are a few Rexes here. Also, whenever you guys first start playing, I'd recommend you guys don't go to Impact Crater. Because Impact Crater and Gondola is mostly just a hotspot for KOSing people and chilling out. So if you do really want to grow, probably a better choice to not go to Impact Crater or Grand Plains because they're mostly hotspots for adult dinos.
I only go there because I'm an idiot. So I mean, that's why
Yeah.
most of my videos are there.
Yeah.
Okay, just send you two group invites. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
coming. I am going to show off a little bit about the hunting and fishing and all that because starving and dehydrating is a thing in this game. I don't want to die right off the bat. So
Yep.
there are two things. Oh wow, this is a nice screenshot. Hold up. No, not that button. Okay, fine. Do. Okay. So on Gondwa Pandora, you don't really have this problem but with Gondwa you do. Um, there are saltwater and freshwater. Saltwater has like an effect which dries you out way faster, and that could potentially kill you. I'm currently using my bird because it's easy to travel around the map quicker. So there's that. What I'm about to fly over is called the Waystone. It is used for teleporting people from one end of the map or wherever they are to your location. They can only be used once and they do have a cooldown.
Would you like to put an example on that? Because I am great
Uh,
for a Waystone right now.
uh well, a thing with a mobile though is that it crashes an incredible lot. Right now, I'm flying over it, and I'm surprised I'm not getting a lot of lag. Usually, I do. Last couple times I tried to use one, I crash. So I lost
Okay.
all the recording. like 27 minutes worth. So I mean, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm stupid, but not that stupid. Okay. So on this particular phone, you see that little swirly thingy on the left side of the screen? You press that, then that's the water. Sorry for being like really, really stupid about this, but So
And also, I'd recommend whenever you first start playing Path of Titans to play Pandura with a friend.
yeah, usually with friends you get like a buff. So like you get like a better growth and everything. You get you have to collect more stuff, but you also get a better growth.
Yeah. And if you refer a friend, that also gives you like some cool skins that you can get. And also, whenever you play with that friend, it gives you another more of a growth buff.
Yeah, okay. At the beginning of this episode, I left the home cave. If you log out in the home cave, it will give you see that little purple dot line at the bottom of the screen. That is your health. Well, no, not your health. That's
Your growth.
yeah, that's yeah. And purple. Well, as long as you have the purple thing, you grow faster, or you can grow for faster, and so on. Also, by the way, sorry for that boring hunt, but that was a Alabama. They also give you buffs too. They make you full for a longer period of time. Um, so yeah, drowning is a physic in the game. So if you stay under for too long, or if you're an aquatic and you stay under for too long, then you'll drown and then die. And then let's see. If you first of all, when you do, okay, that didn't really do it. Also, stamina is a problem too. If you run out of stamina, if in your swimming, you could die. Or you could drown then die. This bird can.
But that only happens whenever you're a like a non-semi-aquatic dino. So if you're semi-aquatic or a fully aquatic, then you don't really have to worry about your stamina because you can still swim with it.
Okie dokie, you're still back up at IC, right?
Yep. I'm currently flying my way towards you. I just remembered that I have to do that.
Oh yeah, I was just about to go back over to where you were at because I do want to show off a nice, good, absolute murder zone. How is things over there at IC? How is everything over there at IC? Is there? It's like everything going
I
crazy.
saw about. Yep, there's about 3 Rexes, 2 Dasp, a Packy, a few Deinonychus, and a few other Thalassas, and also I saw like 4 Kentras.
Yeah, that's a thing about this little part of land. The impact crater, that little part ahead of me, which is the Grand Plains, and this part underneath me, which I'm currently in, Young Grove. This is a really good hotspot for players. So if you see someone here, they might try to kill you. It's more than likely.
Yeah, and also Hunter's Thicket too. Hunter's Thicket is also a hotspot for babies, so if Hunter's Thicket, mostly a good idea to try and get away from that area.
Another good reason to go to Young Grove is because it's really heavily densed, or like heavily wooded, so it's hard for people to kind of see you. But there's also there's also collision damage with birds, so if you collide in midair, you're kind of get hurt, like that. And also, birds are incredibly weak, so I mean, yeah, there's that. Also, I'm about to run out of stamina, so a good thing to learn is how to land in trees. So you go to precision, then you do your best to get as a line as the base of the tree trunk, usually straight up. And then you slowly but surely make your way down till you hit the box. That's a downside with birds because of all of that. But without stamina, they can't fly, so I've been killed many times due to that. So, anything you want to put up there?
No, not really. And
Okay.
also, whenever you first start the game, sometimes it's easier to start playing community servers because they have faster growth. So whenever you start getting the hang of being able to grow at slower times, then you can usually switch to official servers. But whenever if you first start the game, it's probably better to play some community servers because it grows faster and it helps you learn how to fight and play the game better from the start.
Yeah, officials don't have rules, so that means you can do whatever you want. Some community servers don't allow mixed packing, which is like let's say a Pachyrhinosaurus with a boss. That doesn't happen usually in community servers unless of your PvP zone, right? I don't do community servers that
Yep.
often, but like that really shouldn't work, but it does.
Yep. By the way, here's Impact Crater. There's 2 countries over here. I did see a Metri over here, some Daft, an Anno, and 3 Rexes.
Yeah. Also, I did want to mention in the weight class thing. So older you get, the bigger you become, the heavier you. So like let's say those Rexes over there. So if they were to fall from that, if they were to jump from that rock, they would probably die. Well, since I'm like really, really light, that's not likely to happen to me. Also, older you are, better your attacks are, so you could get like a charge bite and you could immediately one kill someone. Well,
And also, whenever you're doing quests, you gain something called marks. And you can use those marks to purchase new abilities and skins for your creature.
and it's also how you grow too. Unlike most games, Path of Titans doesn't do a straight up growth, so you can't just walk around, sit in the bush like the Isle. You have to actually get around, do quests and all that kind of stuff to grow and get marks and all that. So it's kind of weird that it's a dinosaur game, but I get it makes sense for the most part because I mean you don't want to be sitting around in a bush all day. That's just not fun. So
Yeah. And whenever you're playing community servers, there's passive growth. But usually most community servers don't have that good of passive growth. So you still do usually have to do quests. But whenever you play community servers, you can get passive growth. So sometimes that may be easier to do for newer players.
yeah, another thing though is that there is mods in Path of Titans. So unlike this, we are in official servers right now. There are no mods here. You can't see a random like mammoth come around and murder that country over there, or you can't see like a Quetz or whatever come out of the sky and dive bomb me. That's happened before.
And also there are special abilities such as like Tyrannosaurus Rex has a charge attack that does bone break, such as Metri has venom. And some dinosaurs also have calls that can heal and help you guys kill some other things.
Yeah, there's
And
also
also some dinosaurs bleed.
yeah, Aloe I think is one of them, right? They have the bleeding scratch.
Yeah, the claw attack.
Yeah, and then there's also like the dinosaurs like the Meg and the Metri, I think it is, that have the venom thing. So that basically like drains your stamina more. I'm not sure what bleed does.
Yeah, bleed slowly just drains your health.
Okay, so it's basically just kind of like okay. I suppose it's kind of like a vampire-ish thing, like the
Like, whenever you run, you get more bleed, so if you keep running, or say if you're in a PvP situation, it's really good to get like a few bites and then start bleeding it. Because then once it gets really low and if it tries to run away, it'll slowly die to bleed, and that can really help with hunting and also killing things just for food.
yeah. Also, it's also in my opinion, it's good to get like a fast dinosaur. The reason why I'm doing this guy right now is because it's much easier to travel with him. Also, I do want to show you a night. What? Huh?
One dinosaur that I do recommend playing whenever you first start the game is Allosaurus, because it has good bleed, good damage, and also in packs of 2 it can be very deadly. So I'd recommend playing Allosaurus as your first dino with your friend.
But it's also they're decently fast. Unlike let's say the Rex. Like don't immediately jump on the Rex because it's your favorite dinosaur. They are slow. It is sad. And let's say everybody will KOS Rexes because well, they're Also, this is a good technique to do if you're a bird. So you dive in the water to check if there's like crocodiles and stuff like that, because some egg products could always come up and well kill you if you're like on the shore. Like let's say, okay, I'm up on the shore, I'm drinking. Oh, I should probably get into the water. The water is also a good escape plan for stuff like that. But like, okay, I'm on, like, let's say I'm on the shore. I can't see right. There could be a croc right there, and I could be drinking in the middle of my animation. I die. So that's not good. So if that's a good tactic. I'm not particularly sure how you would know that there's a sucker or a croc there if you're like a Rex or anything.
And also, one good kit to keep in mind is whenever you're going up against dinos, such as the Anodontosaurus, it's good to keep in mind that their armor is really high whenever they do this ability called Hunker Down. It's whenever they crouch, they take very highly decreased damage. So if an Anodontosaurus hunkers down near you, it's better to just run away, and then once it unhunkers down, then attack it.
Yeah, that's the one that looks like a what was that? Oh, come on, I just had it. Well, the Ankylosaurus, that's what I was thinking. Oh, yeah, this is what I mean by the stamina thing. It really kind of sucks on the bird. So, I ran out of stamina, I cannot go up to save my life, which is going to be a downfall for most of the time. Although they do have really good stamina regen, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Also, this here is the perfect example of where you should probably land as a bird. So, like, if someone tries to come up from above you, they're most likely gonna die because they're bigger than you, unless they're like a raptor. Like in the past
And
videos.
also,
Huh? Yeah?
no, continue.
If you're like a raptor, well, I've jumped from way higher heights than that and, well, lived. So, yeah. But it's usually best to land, like, someplace up here to not die.
Yeah. Good thing to keep in mind, whenever you're a baby dino, it's mostly not good to hunt. And there's also different tiers in dinos, such as apexes, semi-apexes, and mid-tiers. Most of the time, usually, a semi-apex is something that can fend off an apex, but usually cannot kill one. An apex is something that can kill almost every dino in the game except other apexes. And a mid-tier is something mostly that really can't, like, can fend off against semi-apexes, but mid-tiers, I think it's better to play in packs. Like such as the Ceratosaurus. Whenever you play Ceratosaurus, it's good to hunt in packs of 3. Whenever you play Allosaurus, it's good to hunt in packs of 2. And say you're playing Tyrannosaurus Rex, you can play in a pack of 1 and still be very deadly.
Although you might want to be aware of those, there are some really good, like, mix-ups here, mix-up here. Well, there's something called, like, mix packing, which is also actually somewhat useful for like mega players and other stuff like that. Like, well, I'm a bird right now, and well, I can. If someone was hiding in those bushes, those dinosaurs couldn't see it, but I could. That would be a useful hint for them. So there's always that. So if you see a bird, usually it's because they're marking something out. I experienced that last time I was playing. I almost died. Okay, I took a lot of bleed and I just about. But anyway, I'm feeling.
Also, one thing to remember, if you see a dino that's usually bigger than you, most of the time if something's bigger than you and you're fully grown, it's better to hunt those things in packs. But if something's smaller than you, usually you can kill it. So if you see something like a T-Rex, but you don't know its power yet in the game, then and you're like a Pycno, usually don't try and attack it unless your friends have helped you learn like the power of T-Rex in this game.
Yeah, it's as I said, the whole weight class thing. So like a T-Rex, a full-grown T-Rex weighs way more than, let's say, a baby Campto. Okay, that's a really bad idea. Well, stop. Anyway. Also, by the way, Campto is the worst dinosaur in the game. Do not ever play it, ever. Because it's just bad. It's fast, but you can't attack.
I'd say the only time it's good to use Campto is whenever you're with like a lot of pack of friends, like 4 other friends, and they need a scouting dino. That's the only good time to use it. But then again, I think Alioramus is a better scouter because it can actually fend itself against some things. Even though Alioramus is kind of a low health dino, it's good to keep in mind that you can still kill a good amount of things in packs of 3.
Well, even then, I mean, you should just use the bird because there's no danger in that. You could just land on top of a tree spying on people. So like what I'm doing right now, those guys can't harm us at all. If a T-Rex tries to
Yep.
come up here, he will just look up and start roaring, and he can't do squat about it. And I could
And
let
also,
yeah.
one thing to keep in mind is whenever you're attacking a dino and it is standing, usually don't go attack it if it's bigger than you. Say you're like a Daspletosaurus and you see a Tyrannosaurus Rex standing. Usually you don't want to go attack it. But if it's sitting, then it is a 2 times damage multiplier and there's a higher chance of you killing it before it can kill you. And whenever sleeping is whenever you really want to go, because then it's a 4 times multiplier. And since Tyrannosaurus Rex is a big dino, it has a slow get up time. So usually you can kill it before it can get up.
Along with that, it takes a while for them to get up, so it takes a while for them to get up and attack you. So faster you get to that, faster well they're out. Also with adults, like a T-Rex, I could kill it. You can gain trophies and marks and other stuff like that. So let's see if I can do a quest. I just came from whatever. Wait, where's Titan's Pass? Hold
Follow me.
on. Okay, figured it out. Okay, this is like one of the good examples of a quest. So,
So, by the way, here is Impact Crater, and the spot in front of it is Grand Plains. Usually, these two areas are not safe spots for babies, unless, like, you have a friend here. But at the end of the day, usually you should just try and waystone them because it's safer. So, whenever you're young, make sure never to be in these areas. Mostly, for me, a good growing spot is around Dry Lake, Green Hills, Birch Forest, Stark-Tooth Marsh, and
right,
sometimes Titans are really good growing areas.
yeah, try basically. I like to have like really fast dinosaurs because they're easier to not die in. So, if you do decide to go into these places, grab something like the Raptors because you can outrun anything really. Unless if you choose the wrong build, then well, that's your bad. But like,
Oh yeah,
still.
and builds.
Oh
You
yeah,
can
right.
choose your build from the character collection screen, and there are different builds and different dinos. Say something like the Stegosaurus. It has a defense minus speed build. It's where you gain more armor and defense at the cost of your speed. And there's also a speed minus defense. You gain more speed, but you minus your defense. And also a balance build, which is a combination of both where you gain speed and and defense. So usually, in my opinion, it's usually good to go for balance. Dog, sorry.
Yeah, it's no problem. There's also I like speed. If you're like me, I don't enjoy killing people, mostly because all my dinosaurs are babies, and if I dare to attempt, I will die. It is a fact. I am just too small to not. Also, by the way, this is a great place to land because, well, nothing can kill you. Well, almost, well, other flyers can, but I mean, yeah. Also, there's also different, and also it's kind of important to somewhat read the dinosaurs depending on depending on what's happening. So,
Oh,
like a 4-year-old or like a really young person, all they know is Rexes. So they would probably like want to be a Rex and all that. So, and then they'll probably want to go around and start killing everybody. Yeah, they kind of KOS. Well, everybody KOS or kill on sites Rexes because a lot of people like to go, you know. So it's really hard to
and
grow with
also,
them.
and also, a good thing to remember whenever your friend says you can outrun something, if you're a juvenile dino, you're actually slower than whenever you're adult.
Oh,
So
really?
if you're a juvenile dino and you're running away from, say, a Megalania, you might be slower than it versus whenever you're an adult and you can outrun it.
I thought it was the other way around. Okay,
Yeah, you
that
actually get faster and faster and
that
faster.
explains why. Okay, that yeah. Just the other day, I was running around with a raptor. I couldn't figure out why he was outrunning me. So, eh. Oh yeah. By the way, this would definitely kill any dinosaur. So yeah, the fall damage is definitely a factor. I'm not gonna jump from here because I don't want to. Well, I guess nah. Heck. Okay.
And also, a
Oh, I'm gonna
good
die.
thing
I'm
to
gonna
keep
die.
in
I'm gonna die.
mind.
Oh, huh?
Oh, don't die.
How did I? Okay. Yeah, the weight thing also comes into balance here too, apparently.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Whenever you're a juvenile dino, in order to get food, usually it's a good idea to hunt these things called critter dens. They spawn around the map, and they spawn critters that you can kill for food. Whenever you're young, it's usually good to get those, and if you kill enough of those, you can get something called a quest, and it's a kill herbivore quest. It's whenever you kill a herbivore, and it gives you a certain amount of growth. So, say a juvenile herbivore will only give you 1/3 of a bar, versus an adult herbivore will give you a bar. So usually, if you get a kill herbivore quest, it's good to can sacrifice a dino whenever you're young. But as you get older, you can usually kill a lot of more adult things.
Yeah, the thing with birds is that they kind of have a small hitbox, so it's kind of hard for them to kill critters. But here, let me show you a good example of a critter den. So these pop up. Well, these are all over the map. These kind of just are everywhere. I'm not going to be hunting. Oh, here's one. So let me see if I can get down there. Okay. So that is called a critter den. So if I dig this up, I'm just not gonna hunt it because I really can't. The birds are meant way more for fishing, as I showed on earlier. Those are also AI critters. These are not real people. These are critters. So little dinosaur, well, that thing should come out of here and should start running and all that. Well,
And also, good thing to keep in mind, whenever you hit subadult, don't usually think that you can kill everything now. Because say you're an adolescent Rex and you just hit subadult. Don't think that you can kill a lot of things now, because the difference from a 0-bar sub and an adult Tyrannosaurus Rex is immense. So make sure that don't overestimate how old you are whenever you just hit sub. Because that has happened to me whenever I first started playing and I died. I was like, how? So yeah, good thing to keep in mind whenever you hit subadult, don't think you can kill everything. Wait until you get adult, until you have that feeling.
yeah, usually you want to wait until something's at least, well, it's your age or a little bit underneath. Because, okay, maybe a tad above would be the slight exception. Anything more than that, you're gonna die. Well, it's gonna totally, 100%, no question, gonna crush you. No, it's like a baby T-Rex versus an adult. That's not gonna happen. You're dead. So, but like, I don't know, an adult T-Rex with a slightly more grown T-Rex, you might have a fair fight. And also, there's the whole numbers thing too.
Good thing to keep in mind. If there's a crocodile near you and it's in the water and you want to drink water. Crocodiles have this thing called a charging bite that does a lot more damage compared to its normal bite. And if you hear really closely to the water, you can hear it charging its bite. And if you hear that sound, you want to run. Because that means it can usually, most of the time, instantly kill you with that bite.
Yeah, not too long ago, I was on the shore. I was on the shore somewhere, and then well, that happened. I couldn't get up fast enough, so I died.
Yeah. Also, never sleep next to the water because a Sarco can be anywhere. You never know where.
Yeah, it's always good. If you're drinking, you want to place yourself behind a rock like this. So I'm gonna put on precision, and then there's hopefully like a little piece of water. No, really? Oh wait, hold up. There's a thing right there. There. So okay, the reason why I did that is because let's say if a Sarco did come up, it would hit the rock before me. I would know it's there, and I could be able to, and I might be able to get away. So that's always a good thing. Also, there's
also, good thing to remember, next update, they're adding a grab to Sarco. So it'll be able to grab you and drag you under the water. So if you're playing as a Latin, it might be harder. Or if you're playing as something that a Sarco can pick you up as, it's probably almost impossible for you to dodge that. Because it does not make a sound whenever it's about to grab you. So make sure during the time that you can drink and you know there's no Sarco in the water, definitely take that time to drink.
Yeah, just like how I tested it earlier. If you're like a semi-aquatic, make sure to put your head underneath the water before, or you take a little swim before you actually drink, because that way you could see what's in the water. Because like right now, I can't see what's in the water at all. So, but yeah, and then there's the whole water percentage thing. So, let's say yeah, see the 13% thing. So let's say I'm on way over at the bottom there. I drink and someone's up at the oh my okay, I just died.
Was there a Sarko?
Yeah.
And there's a good example why to be careful.
Well, I was gonna just put like a little cut there, but okay. Well, please invite me once again because wait, where am I? Hold up.
Okay, yeah, you can invite me. Invite me.
Not too far. Hold up. Wait, where did you go? Anyway. This is a nice thumbnail, I suppose. Oh wait, this is something that you never want to do. Okay, so a good thing to not do as a juvenile is to broadcast. Because juvies have a slightly different tone than adults. So people will be able to tell that you are a juvie and they will kill you because, well, you're weak and they will. It's like pretty much free food, just like popcorn.
And also, good thing to keep in mind. Before my friend died here, there was a quest called Meetup in Grand Plains, 1 out of 2. And whenever you're in a group, sometimes you'll get a quest that you can meet up with each other. And whenever you meet up, that gives you about a minute or 30 seconds of growth, and that can definitely help. So if you guys want to meet each other somewhere, it's usually good to go to the area that it's telling you to go.
Yeah, also a good thing to know is, okay, when that guy killed me, that little purple bar disappeared, and well, also you do, unlike the Isle, where you lose all your health and where you gotta start all over, this, Path of Titans is really, I enjoy it for this, thank you, developers. It does not completely erase your character, so you can start, it does chop you down a little bit, but that's kind of fair, so.
Yeah. It usually makes you lose about 15 minutes of growth, which is not too long if you're with a friend. But 15 minutes is with a friend and usually like 20 minutes without a friend. But over time, playing with a friend with the group questing gives you a lot more growth. Like one time I was playing with my friend and I got subidal in 1 day. Versus whenever I was playing solo, I usually don't even get adolescent.
Yeah, that's also I think isn't it like a type of buff you get? Also, those mountains over there kind of remind me of candy corn. Anyway, why am I thinking of Halloween?
Yeah, they're called group quests. It's just basically you have to collect more, but you also get a lot more. And also, whenever you refer a friend, remember that you get that buff. It gives you guys are near each other. Within about 30 each other, it gives you a 2 times buff. So if you can get free skins, a free dino if you play on mobile, and you can get that insane growth buff, which is the only reason that you can grow so fast with a friend.
Yeah, also, I mean, if you do want to grow fast and you don't want to do all this stuff, there are community servers which do not have mods. There are some with mods, well, most of them have mods, but some of them that don't and all that kind of stuff. I understand that some places are not, well, some devices are not mod friendly, as in like, well, in my instance, I can't get on community servers regardless of what I do. It just won't let me on.
Yeah.
I mean,
like my phone that I used to use, but I play Nintendo now. Like my phone that I used to use, if I played a server with more than like 5 mods, my game would crash like about every 15 minutes, so I couldn't play it. But now that I play Nintendo, my game doesn't really ever crash. Only like once every like a day or two.
Yeah, it kind of depends on what's happening. Also, you are way over there. How did you? Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm further up towards the swamp.
Oh, you're not that far.
I was way over on the top part. Anyway.
I actually just killed a critter, and I killed about 2 critters, and that gave me enough to get a quest called a Find Food quest. It's whenever you get below a certain amount of hunger that it gives you a quest to help you find the food that you need. But it only shows you where the food is whenever you're a juvenile. So once you get adolescent, it's good to keep in mind where those dens are.
Also, it doesn't alert you of like dead bodies. So like, let's say a T-Rex or something kills something right next to you. Even if you're starving, it won't alert you of a dead body. So that's kind of a bummer. But I mean, whatever. Oh, there you are. Uh, yeah, and then
See, you just go.
there's also the
And
whole what?
also, even you don't have to be in a group in order to get the find locations quest. Like as you can see, I just left Green Hills and came back, and I had a find locations quest. So that just gave me a free about 50 seconds of growth.
Yeah, depending on the servers, you get different things. Also, the what?
So, whenever the water fully drains, fish can't survive in the water anymore. So, if the water stay at 50%, then you can still drink water and also get fish. But whenever the water hits 0%, the fish start dying slowly. That's kind of a cool feature that they die slowly, not instantly. But besides the point, so if say over here where I am, there was no water quality, then I wouldn't be able to get fish, which kind of sucks if you're trying to get fish and you're very hungry.
And then also like if you're also if you are hungry, there's also something called a salt rock. I just passed it, but you drink that. It does drain your water quality, but it gives you food. But if you, it's kind of a weird thing. You're almost out of food, so you go to the rock. You get water. You're almost out of water. You go down to the river to drink. Then you're by the time you do that, you're almost out of food again. Then you kind of back and forth. That has happened to me multiple times.
And also, good thing to remind, whenever you're an impact crater as an adult dino, sometimes whenever you attack people, you get targeted and killed by a lot of people and ganged up on. So whenever you're an impact crater, and there's something that you can kill, but it has friends, make sure to just eat the salt rocks because it's not worth the risk. Because people do like mix packing and teaming with herbivores and carnivores. So say if you see something sleeping and you know you can kill it before it can get up, it's good probably not to attack it or you might get teamed by its friends.
It's also it's always good to have multiple people there. I mean, I do understand surviving with different dinosaurs and all that does help a very large amount. Like some dinosaurs are better at some things than others, but I mean,
And also, some dinosaurs grow faster than others. Say the Latin Venetrix. It grows faster than, say, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And also, good thing to know, some dinos have a buck whenever it becomes nighttime. So say Latin, whenever it becomes nighttime, it has a call that it can use that does increase damage, increase stamina, and also it has a lot of other perks that can have it increase stamina regen, increase bleed resistance, and also such as Megalania, it also has increased stamina regen during night. So some dinosaurs have buffs during nighttime. So if you see like a group of Latins at nighttime, it's best to stay away from them compared to daytime.
along with there are some. If you're in a group, there are some abilities which you can only activate in a group. So like what the new mod,
Like
the Mape
yeah.
has like a screech of which it can stack up to a couple times, which will give you like extra stamina or whatever. So
And also
that's always good.
Lambeosaurus is healing call. Lambeosaurus is healing call.
But yeah,
You have to be in a group to use that.
also the new update is going to allow what was it the other Venom guy?
Metri.
Yeah, the Metri gonna be mostly a healing dinosaur now. So yeah.
And they're
Also,
also removing its healing. I mean, it's Venom. Sorry, it's Venom.
yeah. Also, there's a whole trample thing system too. So if like let's say he's a Rex and I'm like a Latin, he could walk right over me and I could die of being stepped on because
Yeah. And here, also example, since I'm not tall enough to step on you, say if I like land on you right here, you take damage because I'm older than you.
yeah, I tried to do that with a one of those big guys. I tried to land on their backs just to see if I could. I went right through them and I hurt them and they ended up killing me because they're mad. So, never a good idea. You can't actually land on
And
other
also,
dinosaurs. What?
good thing to keep in mind whenever you're playing as such like a Stegosaurus and you're trying to kill a T-Rex, which is actually pretty possible. Good thing to mind, if you have like a charge attack that does a lot of damage, you can charge your attack and then try and go in, hit the attack, and then run away. And also, it's good to bleed them out too. And whenever you're playing as something like a Stegosaurus, if you're trying to kill the Stegosaurus, there's also something you can do called baiting. It's whenever you let the Stegosaurus use its tail attack, and it has a 2 second cooldown, and you can hit him in that 2 seconds. Same with like Rex's charge. Like you can bait the charge, and it has a 3 minute cooldown. But if you get hit by it, it does a lot of damage. So now it can't use its charge if it misses it.
Yeah, there's always that too. Also, I did want to put into mention that depending on the dinosaur, you're going to be way more of a target than usual. So, like, let's say, as I first tried to do the Megalania, it was well, a lot of people killed me because I didn't realize that. Yes, they are kind of fun, and also, there's a lot of places that say that they're the number one best dinosaur. First off, they're not, and second, a lot of people play them because of that and try to kill everybody else, which makes everybody not like Megalanias and ending up killing them in the first place, so that way you can't grow and end up killing them
And
later.
also,
So you gotta be kind
and
of wary of
also,
that. Sorry.
also, a good thing to keep in mind, whenever you're playing as like a herbivore or something, like if you have to change your metabolism in order to eat different things. So if you're playing as like a Thalassa, you might have your metabolism as only being able to eat meat and not being able to eat fish. So you can have it eat meat and fish, but your hunger might go away faster. Same with herbivores. Like there's a metabolism that allows you to eat almost every herbivore's thing, but your hunger drains really fast.
Yeah, I think there's a whole bunch of stuff. Also, up here on the top, there's a character. You press that, so you see those marks up there. Those are you get those from the quest. So I can get a whole bunch of different skins, and then this is also how I get the different abilities as well. On the Thallus, there's not really a lot of good stuff, but on the other dinosaurs there is. So that's also kind of a good thing. Also, yeah, kind of wish I went for the speed build. This guy's kind of weak, so there's kind of no reason to have the medium. I mean, it's not that bad. So
Actually, on Thalassa, there's no speed build. There's
really?
a plus oxygen minus stamina and plus jump height, but you take more damage. So there's no speed build for Thalassa.
Oh, then what was the
It
one
has
that kind of
it
looked
has
like?
to be,
Huh? What was that one that looked like kind of like an arrow or like the more sharp looking one? Was
yeah,
that?
that's the plus jump height.
Oh, wait. Then why would you want that? Because you
Yeah.
can fly. You just jump off a cliff. And you could just
And also, good thing remember if you're
whatever.
playing a bird or Atlas in community servers, you cannot fly if you're just standing still. Like as you can see here, look at me.
Mm. Yep.
And whenever I jump right here and try and double jump, I don't fly. Versus here, say I run, jump, then I fly.
Or you
And
jump.
also,
Or also
even
you jump off a cliff too.
yeah, that's the only way you can fly without having to run.
Yeah, that's
You
also
can just
that's a severe downfall to the Thallus because, like last time, I heard the Sarco coming, but I couldn't get out of the way in time because I had to go from this standpoint. Then I had to sprint, slowly sprint, and then take off, and then I had to fly. I didn't have enough time, and that ended up killing me. So, also, a really neat thing about the Thallus is that you can kind of speed up how you're flying. So you dive like this, and that speeds up how fast you're going like this. So you go up as you go high, then you dive, then you go high, then you dive, and so back and forth. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much all I really do have for today. But I did want to just kind of because I did have a whole lot of trouble putting all that together by myself. Oh yeah, also I did want to mention that there are carcasses that you don't have to hunt down and kill and all that, just lying about.
yeah, and also whenever you're getting off the game, there's the game called safe logging. It's wait for a minute timer to go away, and your character automatically disappears, maybe from being killed or hunted or any sort of growth. And if you go into a home cave, it instantly logs you out, so nothing can kill you. and also cape buff. So usually most of the time, if you're logging off for the day, then you're probably gonna get that cape buff whenever you come back. So it's good to, whenever you log off for a day, usually home cape before you log off.
Yeah, that's usually why I like to. Every episode, you usually see me coming out of the home cave as well. That way, I could do better quests and other stuff like that, so I could grow faster. Because I don't want to be sitting here doing quests in the entire video. There should be a corpse on this rock, of which I can show you. Yeah, there it is. So corpses are critters that you do not have to kill. So I kind of wish I had a map where all of them could, all the good corpses are, but it's kind of the same thing. So
Since the recent update, they actually removed most of the corpses. So I'm pretty sure there's only 2 corpses on the map right now. So this is probably mostly the one that you should always be going to. Since the new update, they removed most of the corpses.
I've seen at least 4, I think. Yeah, there's one at the top of the map. Okay, like that's right there is a corpse. There's another corpse down here at Rebel Beach, right there. Then there's also one right next to that water source. There's the one where I'm at. Then there's also another. There's another one next to the home cave down there at the tip, and then there's another one at somewhere on the other side of.
Maybe I just haven't been able to find it. I just haven't been able to find them then. And also, I just completed my Find Food quest, and that gave me about 35 seconds of growth. So if you're really hungry and you're juvenile and you need some growth and food, you can just go to the marked location and it'll give you food. And the corpses, they do mark on the mini-map whenever you have your Find Food quest.
Okay, dokie. And for the last thing, because I'm almost out of time, let's see if we can do the home cave. So if you just spawned, usually you just go through the what was it, the at the very beginning, you just spawn in your new character. You come in as a fresh spawn, and it basically teaches you stuff that you need to know about your character.
Yeah,
or
which is something called the Hatchling Cave.
Oh.
And by the way, if you use the refer friend and you have the cave and you have your friend buff, it'll instantly get you a whole entire bar juvenile whenever you spawn into the world, compared to 0 bar juvenile. So that's a whole entire bar difference, which saves you like half an hour.
Yeah, that's always a really good thing to do. Along with like it's always good to play with friends. Path of Titans is a really good friends game. You can team up against other guys who will otherwise totally dominate you. So, yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, just so you know, there is another corpse right there at the tip. If you want, I can show you.
Yeah, I actually do need to know where that is, because I cannot find any corpses whenever I play.
Okay, dokie. Okay, it's just past this home.
Yeah, after this, I'm guessing it's the wrap. Livid.
It should be. Okay. So right here should be the corpse. Yeah, there it is. It just spawned in. Yeah. After this, I'm gonna go on land, get some stamina, wait for you to catch up. Then I'll go ahead and go into the home cave and all that.
Okay. Oh, you mean the shark corpse? I already know. Whenever I say corpses, I mostly mean like the actual corpses of like the actual corpses, not like the shark corpses.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There are multiple shark corpses, but like for the normal corpses, like the ones we just found, there's only like 2 on the map now. But like overall, the shark corpses, yeah, there's a good amount of those.
There's 3.
One in Young Grove.
Yeah, you know on Ripple Beach at the very, you know where that little oasis place is? There's on the other side of that there is a corpse right there. It is
not a shark corpse, just like a normal corpse.
Yep, and then also somewhere along the other end of White Cliffs, there's also a corpse there somewhere too. And this marks the end of today's episode. I really hope you enjoyed. If you want more of this content, please comment down below. If you want more of me playing with my friend here, then please also comment down below as well. God bless, and I really hope to see you in the next vid.